Howdy folks, and welcome back to this reaction to RWBY. Again, without Rookie for the month of December. Hopefully it'll be fixed by maybe next week, maybe the week after. She is in retail and she's just really busy. So we will do a recording with Rookie, my daughter, Michelle, later in the week, as we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, where I released two of them. I released my blind reaction, then later on in the week, towards the end of the week, I get a blind reaction with her, but I'm just sitting along there with her, trying not to ruin it for her. But afterwards, I like to talk to her about it and see what she has to say, because she's the kind of person, and she admits it freely, that just watches something and enjoys watching it, and she's not comfortable talking about it much, as you can probably pick up from our reaction. So I have to kind of prompt her a lot to get her to actually start talking. But sometimes she'll surprise me and go crazy about something. So we'll wait and see what it's like for this episode. Coming off of last episode, with it ending with the dramatic presentation of the invitation to dinner to defend his position on the council. Now, I thought he had 2 seats on the council. I thought it was one for being a headmaster, one for being the head of the military, which are combined. And it was Cinder who pointed that out in Volume 3, at the end of Volume 3 in her speech, how he does both. But I thought that's why he had 2 seats. So it would seem interesting that they could, if the head of the school and the head of the military always have positions on the council, how can they kick him out of the council? Doesn't seem to make any sense. So I'm hoping that isn't much of this episode. I don't like the politics part of it. I don't like the backstabbing and the manipulating. And I know some people love that stuff. I hate that stuff. I don't like it at all. That's why, contrary to a lot of popular opinion, I actually enjoyed the last season of Game of Thrones, because it was a lot less of that and a lot more of action. So we'll see. So I'm hoping there's not a lot of that. I'm also hoping we don't get any Ren-Nora conflict. Now, we had Ren-Nora show completely mutual love for one another right before all hell broke loose. And then in the last episode, we had Nora vehemently arguing with Ironwood, and then Ren snapping to attention for Ironwood. And I'm hoping that they don't use that as a way to drive something between them. Please don't do that. You already did that earlier in the season. They were already together from the end of Volume 4 on, as far as everybody was concerned, with what they went through, what we learned about their backstory, and so forth. Don't drive a wedge between them. That, please. But it's such an easy trope that writers get into that I have a feeling they will. Will we finally see what's up with Salem? We saw her at the end of the after credit scene last volume. We haven't seen her since. What's going on? And will Ozpin finally show his face? Maybe if there is I mean, nobody else knows really about Ozpin. So I was going to say if he exposes himself to somehow help Ironwood, but nobody else knows about him, so it wouldn't really work. So never mind, maybe not. And worst case scenario, does this come to a situation where they try to kick Ironwood off the council or try to stop him from what he's doing, and he basically has to take control, complete control, instead of having the council that can actually make decisions? I mean, he's been pretty much in control for a long time, because he had 2 seats on the council and everybody respected him on the council and listened to what he had to say. Is Jacques going to stir up enough discontent and maybe try to do enough damage, because also he's being prompted by the bad guys, that Ironwood will have to do something really drastic? I hope not. But all right, let's sit back and let's see. Here we go. I mean, the line in this intro about hope a lightning bolt will save me from this, I don't know what it was, tragedy, revelry, whatever the word was. Is the lightning bolt referring to Nora? What a dramatic change. When we first saw the intro with the item being thrown at the screen and Jacques being flashed behind Ironwood, you know, one of the fears we had was that Jacques was somehow pulling the strings of Ironwood. But no, it's to show that he's like backstabbing him, I guess. Ironwood's still in the center of the hero pose. Good. I do strongly believe that he's a good guy.
On the news, he said he just wanted
he did invite them.
Hash things out. Maybe it won't
I
be so
knew he
bad.
would invite her.
We do want the general to...
I think my father would do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
And we should do the same. No one knows your dad better than you. And out of everyone going tonight, I'd say you're the only one who could snoop around the house and not be questioned.
Are we going to see her mother? We might see her mother. Just dawned on me. Dinner party. She might be forced by Jacques to actually be present. Yeah, everybody's invited, including the Aesops, which doesn't make any sense. But whatever. They want to get all the characters in the same place.
Sir, with all due respect, you'd have to pay me.
So Ironwood comes with the two Schnee daughters to Schnee's house.
Good evening, everyone. What
Where is
an
Klein?
interesting way to say was let go.
No.
I can't imagine why.
I was hoping he wouldn't be let go for what he did, but he
Exactly how large do you
was.
think our dining room table is?
I happen to...
Oh, no thanks.
Good crow.
I think I'll just stick to
Good job.
patrolling the grounds. Orders?
Well,
Let's see.
don't wander off. I mean, that's what they want Weiss to do, so.
Counterpoint, how about we do wander off? Consider breaking things.
Oh, they've got comms. Cool.
Dear sister.
Problem.
General Ironwood, please.
Little order. The council really that small?
Councilman Sleet?
Are there really just three other people?
Councilwoman,
Suppose I should just be grateful.
Why was she
I got
invited?
to the table.
Yeah.
Of our kingdom. Which means we have much to discuss.
This is the part I don't like, the backstabbing political crap.
why won't this kid
Come on.
buzz off?
Move
I
on.
need to do something.
Earlier about breaking things.
Oh boy.
Well, Whitley, I'm sure the company...
Well, she's not going to break that. She's going to eat it.
But if you'll pardon me, if I do,
Who was voicing her?
I'm going to go get some more.
That sounds like a male pretending to be a female. I'm going to wonder who's doing that voice. Oh, Whitley. Oh, no. There we go. At least I got Whitley. He looks good with purple hair.
You've operated with a fair amount of integrity for the past few years, James.
Can we please
All
just
we
skip
need
past
now
all
is
this?
for you to work with us.
The people of Atlas are suffering.
Ironwood
They
can't even
want to know
speak.
why.
Growing list of classified
Wouldn't the council
information
be
seem to
eligible to
I
be
asked
classified
our fellow
information?
councilman here to shed some light on your amity
Winter's about to
policy
snap.
project. And as it turns out, you don't trust us.
You can't just buy trust like everything else. You have to earn it.
There's going to be a mother scene, isn't there? Either she's going to run into mother or Winter's going to go see her mother. Or they're going to find out something horrible happened to their mother.
I'm fine, thank you.
Father's office? Yeah.
Hello, darling.
Mother! Aww. I have to find out who's voicing the mother. Penny is worried about Winter. That's cool.
Emotions get the better of me.
Oh,
No.
What I mean is, this place holds a lot of memory.
Afraid I'm not feeling well.
And drinking. Mom. You haven't seen her in years, probably. Why don't you go hug her?
Are you doing? Left.
Aw.
Wrong.
I
It does a
thought we
lot
all
of wrong
simply
things.
assumed that at this point.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Some of us are trying to do something about it.
She doesn't look as old as I thought she would. But then again, unless you're depicted as really old and short, you just look a little bit slightly older than everybody
He
else.
started locking his home. He still has blind spots.
She's gonna help her. Sorry.
In case I ever need.
Oh boy. Is there actual physical abuse going on too, not just mental, emotional abuse? Aw. Hug her! Come on, Weiss. It's your mother.
And
You hugged your sister, and you'd seen her more recently than your mother.
Father may be involved in some.
I can't believe she didn't hug her mother. I mean, if she was... Yeah, they don't know who Watts is. I was going to say that, but I kept getting distracted by your mother. If she was emotionally affected by her father playing with her emotions for her, talking about her mother, you'd think she would have hugged her. Oh, he's turning off the heating now because he has control over it. And the power in a lot of places. The rain stops? He can't control the weather, can he? Oh, it turned to snow, so it's getting colder. And the heat's being turned off. Wants serious distress,
Hey, Mom, it's
unrest. and grim. That's... Oh, come on, guys! I appreciated the Weiss mom reveal and the Weiss and mom moments and Weiss getting the evidence of Watts who nobody knows. But the rest of it was all the political crap I don't like. I gotta see who the voices were of the people. I mean, who was voicing the lady? Are they gonna say who the party goer was? Waiters. Female diner guest. No, Lauren Apticard. It was a female. It's just a very funny voice she was affecting for that character. Like what a guy would do trying to pretend like a woman. Oh! Oh, interesting. All right. Chad James. Cool. And by the way, Taylor's work with Penny this time when she was talking to Winter in the hallway, really good. We always see her playing Penny as chipper, cheerful, you know. She's never had really serious lines spoken, other than in the very beginning when she's like, "I'm not a real girl," but nothing like somber like this, and she did a really good job. Who else do we have here? Any new characters that I haven't seen or names that I recognize? Oh, Kirk Johnson, cool. Nope. Everybody else I know, or I don't know, or never heard of. So cool. The Mommy It's Snowing, Brooke Olsen, Mantle Child, cool. The artwork here for Mama, pretty cool. Any notes they have here? Her name is Willow? Is her name Willow? So her mother's name is Willow? Cool. Willow Schnee. Very nice. She does, like I said, doesn't look as old as somehow, or you know, she was as Jacques is portrayed as, you know, with all the white hair. Maybe he always had white hair. I don't know, but he just seems portrayed older for some reason. But she doesn't look that old, and she looks like, you know, 40-ish, which I guess would make sense. Be in her 40s probably. Cool. Artwork. Okay, excellent. So, what can I say about this? I don't like the political crap. I really wish they wouldn't have spent so much time on it. Glossed over it, maybe. Just had to kind of like the big... I don't know, I guess... If they're going to tell the story of political backstabbing and intrigue and stuff, they have to show it, I guess. I understand, but gosh, I really wish they wouldn't. I want the big story back. I don't want this everything going on in Atlas and Mantle stuff happening. I don't want that. I want the big story. I want the Salem story. Still no Salem scene. At least they didn't do any Ren Nora wedge driving stuff, which would be nice. They didn't do any of that. In fact, they saw them actually working together, which is cool. Osmond didn't come out like I had hoped. We did get to see the mother, which I didn't actually predict, but I'm glad that we did. I predicted at the beginning of the episode, but I didn't predict before the episode. That's cool. Yeah, the big detail, the only, in my mind, okay, there's two really, really important things that happened here. Non-character moments, just story arc moments, right? One is Weiss now has the evidence that Watts is involved with her father. The only one who should know who Watts is, Ironwood might. Ironwood should, actually, because he was on Pietro's team when Pietro said that Ironwood approved the Penny Project. So Ironwood should recognize him, presume him to be dead. They can probably do a little bit of photo ID. If she gives that information to Ironwood and Winter, they can use their systems to identify this person and know who he is, even if they couldn't recognize his face. Pietro would know who he was. I don't think anybody else would. Crow, I don't think has ever run into him. Yeah, I don't think he's run into them. He didn't know who Tyrion was when they first met. So that's a big deal, getting that information. So we know he's working with somebody. If they can tie that person to Salem, boom. They have proof that they could theoretically take to the rest of the council and get him kicked off the council instead of Ironwood being kicked off the council. Nothing happened in the whole Ironwood thing that I saw. It was just like almost like a part 1 and part 2 sort of situation where they just confronted him with their doubts, and that's pretty much it. They didn't threaten him with anything. They didn't take any action. So nothing's really happening there. Of course, Watts turned off the heat with his connections through Sheen Dust Company, and the Snows have come. Very coincidental that they came at the exact same time. I also have this really bad prediction based on what we learned last episode about what will happen to the artifact. We learned that the artifact is what's keeping Atlas afloat. If you look here, Atlas doesn't look like it's directly above this section of Mantle, but you get the impression that Atlas is above some of Mantle, if not all of it. But I think it's just some of it. I don't think it's directly above the entire city. That would be probably not good for the city, because then it wouldn't get any light or anything like that. And we're getting rain here, so obviously rain and snow. So obviously it's not over the entire city. The horrible thing I think is going to happen is, just like the Battle of Beacon and the tragedy of Beacon, there's going to be, I think Atlas is going to fall. Literally fall. Somehow the artifact is going to be removed from Atlas, and it's going to cause Atlas to fall. And it's going to crush part of Mantle. Just lots of death, lots of destruction. Atlas itself is going to have a lot of damage and probably a lot of death as a result. Mantle, obviously, like I said. I think that's going to happen. But if you think about how that can happen, only the Winter Maiden can go into this vault and retrieve the artifact. The old Winter Maiden's not going to do that, probably. Unless somehow they kidnap her and force her to do it. That would mean it would go to the next person, and they planned on that being Winter, and Winter wouldn't willingly go in and do that, because she would know the ramifications of taking it. And I don't think she would take it without orders to do so anyway. And people giving her those orders would be Ironwood, and he would know the ramifications. So it does not bode well for Winter as Winter Maiden. Either she is abducted and forced to open it, and then, of course, will fight, because once she's opened it and once she's taken the artifact, they have no need for her anymore. She'll fight. She'll probably die. It'll probably go to Weiss, like people are predicting. So, this is my horrible, catastrophic prediction for the finale of this volume, is that Atlas will fall, and we might get Winter's death. That's my horrible prediction. I'm making it now. I don't know if it's true. I hope it's not. But to base the levitation of this town on an artifact that could theoretically be taken from the vault, it's not permanently affixed, does seem kind of dumb. I hope they have backups. I hope they have like gravity dust backups, maybe. That would be nice. But anyway, I can't think of anything else to talk about from this episode, really. Great to see Mama Schnee. I'm looking forward to perhaps seeing her again. Oh yeah, who voiced Mama Schnee? I don't think I actually paid attention to that. Let's see here. Who voiced Mama Schnee? We have... It is Willow Schnee. Yeah. Willow Schnee. Caitlin Glass. The name sounds vaguely familiar. I'm not sure. I'll have to look her up and see what else she does. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about this episode. Do you like the political stuff? I don't like it at all. Let me know what I missed. I'm sure I missed stuff. I always miss stuff. I don't think anybody watching any of these episodes for the first time can catch everything. I will watch it again, probably before, before I react again with Rookie, and I'm sure I'll catch even more stuff. So, but leave me in the comments if you think that there's something here that I need to know about. I appreciate it. Even if I already know about it, I still appreciate you guys telling me, because a lot of times you guys say stuff that I don't know anything about. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.